Welcome to Trading Nation. I'm Mike Santoli. Stocks taking a breather Monday after hitting new highs last week. But one correlation in the commodities markets could suggest a swift move back up past those records. Talk about that is Ari Wald with Oppenheimer and Gina Sanchez with Chantico Global. Thanks to both of you for being here. Ari, you're looking specifically at the relationship of oil and gold. Tell us what that's showing you right now.
You got it. Well, I mean, let's start off by saying that we're bullish on the market, and the primary reasons we're positive here is one, the index's breakout through January resistance. Two, I think internal breadth is broader than many give it credit for. And three, we're generally missing the typical conditions exhibited at a market top. Now, in this week's report, we're also highlighting that our intermarket checks are healthy, both in the fixed income and commodity markets. In fixed income markets, we're encouraged that rates are moving higher. And in the commodity markets, we're encouraged that the price of oil is outperforming the price of gold. Oil, typically the more economically sensitive commodity, outpacing the gold, which is typically more a safe haven. We see that as a sign of bullish risk appetite. We think it confirms our positive view of the market and argues for a continuation of this advance.
Gina, last week saw very much a global sort of risk-on impulse, right? Yields up, most commodities up, emerging market stocks up, U.S. stocks up. And does that continue here? And what do you think about this sort of oil and gold message?
Well, look, I don't disagree that the market certainly turned back to risk on last week. Totally agree with that. However, the question is does this continue? Obviously, Ari is calling for that to continue. I'm not sure. If you look kind of at S&P futures, or if you look at NASDAQ futures, et cetera, there's actually a more conservative, cautious tone to the futures market. But on top of that, the relationship between gold and oil right now may actually be significantly impacted by this continued trade war, or as Jamie Dimon calls it, a trade skirmish. It is admittedly just a battle right now, not quite a war. However, it has created a headwind for gold as there's a rush to U.S. dollars, and gold just doesn't do well when dollars are in demand. Also, you could actually see some oil weakness if this trade skirmish escalates to be a full trade war. So despite the fact that we are continuing to see tighter supply in the oil markets, we could actually see some of this oil rally give back if the trade war continues. So I do actually think that the very thing that could actually halt the market could also halt the relationship between these two commodities.
Interesting dynamic no matter what. A lot of washed out sentiment, arguably, in gold. We got a big gold miner merger today. We'll have to watch how this all plays out. Ari, Gina, thank you very much for joining us today. And thank you for watching Trading Nation. I'm Mike Santoli, and we'll see you next time.